After a long wait, Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is finally upon us, and it's as massive as proclaimed. Whether you're hopping in after multiple playthroughs or right after beating Radahn and Mohg, one thing is certain, the Realm of Shadow is challenging. Fortunately, some weapons, armor sets, ashes of war, and whatnot are available to chase early on, though not all are death-free. Here are some that you should pursue to make the initial steps of the journey that much easier. Early Talismans. In terms of talismans, there are two worth picking up early, the two-headed turtle talisman and Arrow's soaring sting. For the former, go to the Graveside Plain and then to Elak River. Go to the Rivermouth Cave, then to the northeast to find a waterfall. Behind it is a cave that houses the talisman, ripe for the picking. You can procure Arrow's Soaring Sting from a chest holed up in the Fogrift Fort. It's stashed right at the top of the tallest tower. Find it by taking a dive off the cliff, then hustle up the ladders to claim your prize. Early Scadutree Fragments. It's been said before, but bears repeating. Scadutree Fragments will be your best friend in the Realm of Shadow. They reduce the damage taken by enemies, but also increase the damage you deal. Even better is that it's a percentage increase on top of your defense and attack, so you can expect some big returns depending on the build. Since the number of required fragments increase per blessing level, your first order of business should be to find at least one. Go to Belorat, Tower Settlement, reach the upper floor, and go past the rubble to find a door. Another can be found in Castle Ensis near the checkpoint site of Grace. Another can be found in Pillar Path Cross Site of Grace, southeast of Castle Ensis. Early Revered Spirit Ashes. Revered Spirit Ashes are also noteworthy since they increase the damage and defense of your spirit summons, which could be useful if the new bosses prove too overwhelming on your own. They follow the same logic as Scadutree Fragments, get 1 for the first level of Blessing, 3 for the second, and so on. Go to the abandoned Ailing Village in the north part of Graveside Plain for 1. Another is found to the east of the Scorched Ruins on a cliff edge. Look for a corpse holding it. You'll find a third at the Belorat Tower Settlement Legacy Dungeon, just past the entrance. New Spirit Summons. As for noteworthy Spirit Ashes, consider picking up Black Knight Commander Andreas for his defensive capabilities. He's in the Fogrift Catacombs, but you need to jump on the first ceiling spike trap on the second floor, ride it up to reach a hidden room where he's located on a sarcophagus. The Blood Fiend Hexer is worth pursuing next. First, go to the Elak River in Graveside Plain. Look for the Rivermouth Cave and defeat the Chief Blood Fiend boss to obtain the Spirit Summon. Recommended Weapons. The Blackhand Blade is notable for its ability to split into dual blades, with its weapon art executing a quick stab on enemies from the side. Whether it's for damage or the cool factor, you can travel northeast from the Scorched Ruins and pick it up from a mausoleum. The Starline Sword is a little trickier, as it involves going to the Cerulean Coast site of Grace and then traveling northeast from there on a somewhat precarious path. Eventually, you'll meet the demi-human queen, Maragia, which may sound similar to another queen's name, but ignore that, who must also be slain to retrieve the sword. Finally, for katana users, go to Castle Ensis and explore the cliffs to its southeast until you find the Dragon's Pit. Enter inside and take down its boss to earn the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, and if that doesn't sound appealing enough, nothing will. New Wondrous Physics. Wondrous physics can sometimes mean the difference between life and death, as anyone who's ever been niled by Mohg will tell you. The Realm of Shadow has some good new additions, starting with the Perfumed Oil of Renah. It's available on a small island near the southern unmarked mausoleum, but first, you need to go to the Cerulean Coast west side of Grace, then southeast to find an underground passage that takes you all the way. Upon reaching, look for a rock formation. Next up is the Viridian Hidden tier, which improves stamina recovery but puts you at odds with a Furnace Golem, which can be a challenge early on. Look for it near Elec River's lowest section. Finally, the Crimson Burst Ride tier, which heals you upon slaying enemies, can be found by beating another Furnace Golem in the Castlefront encampment near the Shadow Keep in Scadutree. Early armor sets. Whether for fashion or to suit a specific playstyle, you want to indulge yourself with the Realm of Shadow new armor sets. The Blackjail set is more suited for the armored warriors and can be found northwest of the Gravesite Plain site of Grace in a mausoleum. The only problem is, you need to defeat the Blackjail Knight, who hurts a lot. Succeed, however, and you can also obtain the Blackjail Greatsword. The Mesmer Soldier set is another option, though you'll need to slay various soldiers in the Gravesite Plains to get its pieces. Go to the castle front near Castle Ensis and travel to the nearby encampment. The soldiers there should be easy enough to kill repeatedly to farm the set. Finally, you can get the Dancer set from the same island where the Perfumed Oil of Renah is found. Look for a mausoleum and take out Dancer of Renah within to claim it for yourself. Useful early incantations. In terms of incantations, Healed from Afar is worth picking up and can be obtained with minimal headache. Go to the Scadutree and look for the Morith Ruins. Travel northeast from there to find the Rao Ruins entrance. Enter the cave near its base, and you'll find the incantation near a golden tree that's mysteriously underground. Ghost Flame Breath is useful for offensive magic, and it's easy to acquire. Head to the Cerulean Coast, then search the Jagged Peak area for an Altar of Dragon Communion. Purchase it for just 3 Dragon Hearts. If you're having trouble farming the same from the Ghost Flame dragons in the area, head back to the Lands Between and kill the mini dragons, magma worms, and whatnot roaming the lands. Aspect of the Crucible Thorns is another one you would need. You could procure it by defeating the Golden Hippopotamus in the Shadow Keep. New Ashes of War. Finally, there are new Ashes of War that you should pick up early, starting with Wing Stance. It's in Castle Ensis at the top near the Lord's Chamber site of Grace. From there, go to the east balcony and jump down to the tower nearby. Climb it, and you'll find a chest at the top with the Ash of War. Finally, you can pick up the Shriek of Sorrow in Ballarat Tower Settlement behind the Twisted Trees. Be careful of the invading enemies, though.
How could this be? Forsake me not.
Hey, did you know that we at Gaming Bolt upload new videos every day? Stick around, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And let us know what kind of content you'd like to see in the future with a comment below.